Chapter 2, not in the Big Apple anymore. You watch Dancer sway across the ballroom floor before turning your attention back to the nice guy who helped you out of the closet. So I'm in a place called Cordonia? Then who are you?
I'm Maxwell.
I'm John, and I'm lost. Is this a Victorian world or something?
The Victorian style was a long time ago, but Victorian world? Did they have those?
Well, if you can believe it, I actually come from another reality. Maxwell brandishes a knife from his shirt. Dagger. I thought he was nice.
Friendly reality or an evil reality full of killer robots?
Friendly? I like to cook, play games, take walks, not fight in a desperate struggle for survival.
Prove it.
In my world, I love my family and friends. I'm doing alright for myself. Live in a dystopia, but it's not my fault. We're getting there, let's be honest. But anyway, I do alright for myself? Like, life can be hard sometimes. Bills, paperwork, or overwhelming. I could use a vacation. But I got some things going for me, and I keep it all to myself.
You sound normal. I guess the supervillains don't complain about paperwork.
Exactly, I'm just a guy.
You don't seem like the harbinger of our demise. I'll trust you. But I need you to do me a favor, okay? Can you not tell anyone else I have this knife? It's a surprise for the party, but it technically shouldn't be taken from the armory.
Sure, but in exchange you need to help me get back to my world.
Works for me. You didn't happen to come with an instruction manual on interplanetary travel, did you?
Not really. In the last world, though, I found a magical artifact that teleported me into this world. Do you have anything here that could count as magical?
Magic isn't real here. It's the 21st century, but we do have old artifacts at the palace.
So maybe.
Maybe. This is a real head-scratcher. Let me grab the two most practical and smartest people I know.
I swear if you go grab the dogs, or Penelope, I'm gonna throw a fit. Maxwell leads you to the hallway as he gathers two of his friends and informs them of your predicament. Did you sneak this person in to pull a prank on us?
Drake! No, I'm serious. I promise. I am even vetted him and everything.
Come on, help me out, please. The cinnamon roll. What the hell are these names?
There is some historical precedence for magic in Cordonia's history, so maybe... Yes, Hannah, keep that energy going.
So, say I bought into all this. There's a good chance nothing we do will work. You might be stuck here. Ugh, that's not all bad. I get it. I don't love this place either. The people are good, but you better strap in for a life of parties, frilly outfits, and tiny appetizers. That's my possible life. I could get used to it. A life of glittering palaces, fancy parties might be an upgrade over paying rent and dealing with terrible neighbors.
Cordonia has its perks, even if it also demands a level of etiquette at all times.
If I can survive, surely you can.
But that should be the last resort. I want to get you back to your friends and family, otherworldly traveler.
So, what do we do?
Well, we have this one friend. She's usually full of unique ideas.
I'm gonna go with Olivia.
But she's out of the kingdom on personal business right now. We can handle this ourselves.
You want artifacts, right? If anyone has an encyclopedia knowledge of Cordonian artifacts, it's going to be Liam. You approach the chair where Liam sits, presiding over the bowl. Who do you see? Are you serious with this shit? You couldn't just pull our saves? I'm just saying. Also, female Liam, where are you? I'm just kidding, but anyway. Maxwell, I see you found a new friend.
So Liam, it's a funny story.
The group fills Liam in on your epic tale. I see. This is hard to believe. I'll bow respectfully, prostrate myself on the ground. Bow respectfully. You bow respectfully. This is what they do in rural courts, right? Please, you don't have to. You look him dead in the eyes. Your Royal Highness, I come in peace. Help me. It is my highest honor to meet you. I'm just gonna be normal and go help me. I've been through so much already. I just want to go home. Well, we'll do what we can. Your story is a unique one. What's for certain is that you're here and need help. If I understand this correctly, all you need is to find the right artifact. That's the hope. I was told you'd know where to look. You must have arrived on this day for a reason. What's so special about today? Is it Taco Tuesday? Far from it. Today is the special bloom of the Cordonian onyx, a special variety of apple that blooms once every 10 years. Oh, touching an apple sounds easier than finding golems and dodging magic traps. I certainly hope so. So, where's this apple at? I'll give it a firm handshake and I'll be on my way. It'll bloom tonight. That's what the ball is for. And the apple will be given to the winner of tonight's festivities. Which is me, right, as a favor? Well, it would break hundreds of years of precedent to give the apple to someone who didn't embody its values of the evening. So I have to compete for my apple-shaped ticket home. I'm afraid so.
We'll do our best to help you. With our advice? You got this in the bag.
Well, we'll try anyway. In the meantime, you're our guest, which means you deserve a tour of the palace. No, really, you don't have to. I lived here for like 3 years. Oh, a complimentary walking tour. It's a great chance to learn about our world. Fine. Tour the palace. Skip the history lesson. Tour the palace. Well, show me the wonders of Cordonia. That would require a nationwide tour, so for now, you'll at least get a taste of what the palace can offer. The party leads you to the exterior of the palace, where you can roam the well-manicured grounds. Wow, this puts my apartment to shame. I would hope so. It'd be a national disgrace if our palace was outdone by a single apartment. How more interesting things happen out here than TV binges and existential staring at the ceiling.
You can do the existential stare part.
The fountain is my go-to. Officially, we'll welcome special guests or hold meetings with the price out here.
We do fun stuff too, like fireworks shows.
What about duels? Illegal since the 1600s. Unless this is an alternate universe in which the duel never happened, but that happened. So, if you're gonna do it, keep quiet about it.
Drake!
Noted. Throw hands, but quietly. I would caution against that. Thousands have passed through the palace entrance over the centuries. The ones who have succeeded had one important trait, and it wasn't violence. Can you guess what it is? They had ravishing good looks, kindness, inherited wealth. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie with the inherited wealth part. You know, you are royalty. Anyway, nothing else matters as long as you're kind. Exactly. People think the palace is all about having power, fame, and wealth. Then give it away, Liam. But it's really about what one does with those aspects, and kindness is the highest virtue of all. Be kind, be happy. You follow the group through the gates and into a maze of hedges covered in flowers. Here's the hedge maze. We came here to relax and get away from the palace for a bit. I like it. It's quiet out here.
Don't forget all the fun games. You can play hide and seek, tag, capture the flag, or dancing in the moonlight.
This place would be great for romance. A secret rendezvous, if you know what I mean.
Wow. To think these bushes have seen so many makeouts.
Well, with Liam and our MC, they've seen more than makeouts. Continue. This is supposed to be a place of peace. I don't want to think about people making out where I go to relax. Yep, stay innocent, Drake.
I think it's romantic. Behold our apples.
This is the royal orchard. As you can see, it's brimming with this year's bloom. Oh, yeah, those are some apples, all right.
Ah, speak with more respect. You're gazing upon a national treasure.
We take our apples very seriously here. The Cordonian ruby is a luxury fruit around the world. I didn't know I was on a hallowed ground. I need to make an offering before approaching a tree. No, but you should probably say thank you.
I never thanked a tree before. Am I in trouble?
Yeah, no, don't listen to Dre. Oh, deep trouble. I think, you have an apple obsession problem. It's the 21st century to diversify your economy, find more symbols than what my parents can grow in their backyard. Apples are a point of national prestige, but we have other sectors like tourism. See, there's something. Make travel deals your national symbol, and now we're cooking. I'll take it under consideration. You follow the group into an ancient throne room. Here's the old historic throne room of Cordonia, which dates back centuries. The mustiness is normal.
Ah, the smell of history.
You know your palace is impressive when you have multiple throne rooms. Here is the throne itself. Many of my ancestors sat here. You eye a pair of golden objects sitting atop the throne. A shining scepter. A golden apple, not edible. Whoa, those are fancy. They're the royal scepter and the golden apple, two important artifacts of the crown. Could they be special enough that they lead me home? Liam looks unsure about letting you close to them. You may touch them once, so do be delicate. You walk up to the scepter, an apple. With one finger, you reach out and touch them, but nothing happens. The magic you seek is elsewhere. I know that. Wait, who are you? You turn towards the voice and find yourself looking at Maxwell.
I'm Maxwell, remember?
Hey, did anyone else not hear a voice? Some say the presence of the great Cordonians can still be felt in this place. Mumbo jumbo, if you ask me.
But if you come from another world, maybe you have some special connection.
Good to know. That or you're just like a Deadpool-esque and we can communicate with you. Hi, I'm your narrator. You began walking in a courtyard to take a breather. Who said that? I've learned so much about Cordonia. Maybe even experienced a haunting.
But there's a first for everything.
But now I want to hear some personal takes from the locals. Like, what is your favorite part of Cordonia? Everyone is going to have a different answer. Good thing I have 4 different people right here. Maxwell.
Oh, parties are where it's at. Cordonia has no shortage of fun things to do and fun people to do them with.
Are you sure that's not just because you bring the fun wherever you go?
I try, but some people struggle with the fun, which is their loss. I keep the good vibes coming no matter what.
It's that cinnamon roll. Cinnamon bun? I don't know. Do cinnamon.
I enjoy how Cordonia attracts some of the most dedicated, interesting people you'll ever meet. There's always an opportunity to hone a skill, learn something new, or pick the brain of an accomplished specialist.
Someone's an overachiever.
I can't help it sometimes.
I guess we get to ask them all. Drake, the world at the palace is complicated. Kind of like those windows up on the 3rd floor? Yeah, no, those look horrible. Did they import the art and then artificial it until it looks like garbage, because I swear this used to look a lot better. Nobles can be careless and self-absorbed, which can be harmless or very dangerous depending on the person. Oh, that's your dislike? What do you like? My close friends and some of the regular people out away from the palace. I don't need much else besides a few good friends. I feel him. I always liked Drake. Cordonia has shortcomings, but our system allows me to have close contact with the people. For all the palace's majesty, the true wealth of a nation is measured by its citizens. And how's Cordonia doing these days? When I see our people, I know the kingdom is thriving. You're also fascinating. Thank you for this tour. I hope you enjoy this small slice of our history. I did. I feel ready to tackle the games. Drake, Maxwell, and Hannah lead you to a palace boutique. Okay, so I've never done a royal ball before. Am I cooked?
Not with us helping you out.
Thank God our language barriers of I'm cooked transcend to other worlds and realms. You're only medium rare with us. I'll take what I can get. I mean, celebrating an apple's bloom can't be that hard.
That depends. The events will push you to embody the values of the Cordonian onyx.
Round, juicy, and touching grass once a decade? That's every gamer, let's be honest.
We word it as patience, boldness, and grace.
It's a bunch of symbolism to justify another party they were going to throw anyway.
And man, we are good at it.
I think I can do this. My ticket home depends on it.
That's the spirit. Help you out. Let's change your outfit so you'll look like you fit in. Looking good can disarm the competition around you.
Okay, I'm now, Bruce Wayne. Or as Kevin Conroy would say, I am the knight! You slip into the outfit and feel your nerves fizzling away. Cordonia knows its fashion. I'll give you that.
You look like you've been on courtly circuit for years.
Good. Well, let's get down to business. You soon arrive at an ornate dining table where many nobles take their seats. I thought we were headed to a ball or picnic. Is this pre-game meal?
The first event revolves around your manners.
And it's very serious business. Oh, how you doing, old man?
I asked for help from one of our premier experts on etiquette, Bertrand Belmont.
I'm pleased to see you dressed for the occasion. Nice to meet you. You've got great eyebrows. I'm doing it. Bertrand sighs. Why does Maxwell always find the strangest people? That's true, through. Thank you for your observation. Now I suggest directing your focus to your utensils from here on out.
Let's take our seats. We'll be right next to you to help you out.
You take your seat at the table. Across the table, a nobleman smiles at you. Good luck, Hat Man. Why is it I don't get to dress funny and keep my outfit, but he keeps his? Thanks, Bertrand in a hat?
I am not wearing a hat. Who are you talking to? That seat is empty.
I look over and the man is gone. I saw another figure of the past?
Please spare us your games. It'll ruin the experience.
Experiment too, why not? Liam steps out with a parade of servers. This event will test your patience. You'll be served a delicate apple pastry that can break easily. A sneeze could knock it over. Listen, is this like the, Squid Games? I gotta, Use your most nimble table manners. Eat patiently. Remember to savor every bite. Liam gives you a warm smile, his gaze noting your outfit. I'm totally impressing right now, aren't I? Your cutlery is already organized. Take the small spoon, scrape the top delicately like so. You follow Bertrand's spoon as he shaves off a piece from the top of the dish. I'll eat mine with the delicate grace of a culinary maestro, a serial killer, a hungry corgi. Listen, how big is this pastry? Because if it's cookie-sized, I just pick it up and shove it in my mouth. Why not? Hey, listen, I'm only gonna be here for like 5 minutes. A culinary maestro. You take your spoon and delicately graze the top of the tart like Bertrand showed up. And the tart wobbles, but holds together. I'm doing it. I feel so fancy. You'll honor the legacy of Cordonian fine dining. Oh my, this is the most scrumptious tart I've had in years. Madeline's playing up the experience for Liam's judgment. I can't let her get away with that. You ate the tart patiently, but you can score extra points by showing how much you love it. Yes, you make love to it now. No, the third one's no. This tastes otherworldly. I can't believe I get to experience such a delectable meal. My taste buds are so lucky to be here. This is happiness distilled into a single meal. Suck-ups. You always suck up. Shut up. Speaking of eyebrows, Liam writes down in his notes. How do you think I'm doing? You're a natural. Keep up the good work. Anna leads you to the orchard, where she hands you off to Drake and Maxwell. We'll help you from here. This event rewards the bold. Collect as many apples as you can before the time is up. Hold on. I don't know about this. Let's go, Penelope. We can do this. It's been the years since we've had to voice these two. I'll try my best, Kiara. All right, John. You're gonna catch them all. I'm dressed for the ballroom, but ready to fancy it up in the orchard. You didn't have a Pokemon reference? Come on now. You follow Maxwell to a large tub of water filled with floating apples. Apple bobbing. Can you actually pick up a lot of apples with your mouth? We have thumbs for a reason. A woman bobs up from the tub of water with an apple in her mouth. Apple bobber. It's all in the jaw. I'm not even gonna ask how you know that. You make it look easy. Oh, who does? You look back over and the woman is gone. I think I saw a ghost of someone who drowned bobbing for apples. And are you going to let that stop you? Fear's the mind killer. Now get in there like a T-Rex and chomp some apples. You step up to the tub, ready to murder some apples. Across the tub, Penelope comes up from the water empty-mouthed. How am I supposed to grab these? Encourage her, focus on my mission, imitate her with violent bobbing. Violent bobbing it is. Murder. I can't. You attack the water like a bird of prey swooping in. Your teeth like talons as you plunge face first after an apple. You emerge ripping an apple out of the water, chewing through its skin, sending it flying into the air. Penelope runs away empty-handed. Yes, yes, no survivors. You ferociously rip through the apples, collecting them in a mad fury. Okay, you've collected enough apples for now. There's more to find in the trees. You run over to Drake, who waits for you to by the orchard's apple trees. Get those arms loose, it's time to get your hands dirty. Sounds like manual labor. Can these nobles handle that? Not even the slightest, so the advantage is all yours. With all the power of someone who works for a living, you climb up one of the trees. There, wasn't so bad. You start to collect apples and pile them into your basket when you hear a branch snap. Help! You notice one of the nobles, Kiara, hanging from a branch, her basket of apples having already tumbled to the ground. I can't get down. Can you help? I can't help her without dropping my basket of apples. Suddenly you see a man hanging on the branch next to Kiara. quite the predicament. I hope you can make the right choice. You blink, and he's gone. These ghosts are not helpful.
But I'm hoping you are.
Shake her branch until she falls off. Help Kiara at the cost of my apples. You drop your basket of apples, reaching out to help Kiara to the safety of the trunk.
Thank you. I couldn't hang on much longer. Sorry if you lost your apples.
There are more important things in life.
I couldn't agree more. I don't even know what to win this. I'm here out of obligation. Since you care about this more, let me help you collect what apples I can.
Yeah, really. Thank you. Look at that. Good deeds get rewarded sometimes. I got my apples. What's next? Run. Run for your life.
Come back! You little rapscallion!
The Maxwells run up and capture the loose corgi's leash. I'm losing my mind again.
My apologies, friend. Now that I have what I have came for, I shall get out of your head.
The bearded Maxwell disappears from your side. Maxwell, why do you have a corgi?
Because the Great Corgi Race is about to start.
Why did no one tell me about that sooner? It's optional for the event. But now that Maxwell mentioned that you could win extra points by joining in it.
And you'll get to race with a pile of yapping fluff dogs. But not this one, she's mine.
Fine, I'm joining the corgi race. You all owe me a coffee. Sign me up. Maxwell leads you to a racetrack with a heavily blurred background. Makes PlayStation 2 graphics look godlike.
Here it is, the Corgi Grand Prix.
One of the greatest sentences ever spoken, but don't I need a corgi to enter?
I pulled some strings and got a breeder to loan you one. May I present the one, the only, His Majesty, Lord Waddleton.
Okay. Waddleton totters up to you with stubby legs, staggering back and forth, and promptly face plants in front of you. Oh, wow. As Waddleton sits back up, a fly buzzes past him. He washes it, head empty, and chomps where the fly had been several seconds ago. Waddleton leans down to sniff his butt, but somersaults forward in the process. So uncoordinated. He can't even walk straight. How am I supposed to compete with this?
That's for you to figure out. Good luck! But you're definitely going down. Come on, Elizabeth Floofy Bottom. We've got a race to win.
Well, Waddleton, it's you and me now. You help Waddleton line up at the starting line with the other corgis. It's time to show the world your talent. On your marks, get set, go! The corgis take off down the track, except Waddleton, who leisurely dodders his way forward. Come on, it's time to run. If you race, I'll give you a corgi playmate. You can run through the fields and tumble over each other, or maybe even fall in love. Oh, it means serious business now. He takes off at a sprint you didn't think his stubby legs were capable of. That's it, good boy. Further ahead sits the first obstacle, a low hurdle to jump over. The other corgis clear the rod one by one.
Atta girl.
This looks like a test of dexterity. Well, Waddleton's tongue hangs out of his mouth, flapping into his face as he springs forward. Dexterity does not rhyme with Waddleton. Waddleton! Jump like your life depends on it. Fly, my corgi friend, fly. Waddleton leaps off the ground, his tiny legs flailing wildly into the air as he sails over the bar and lands safely on the other side. You did it. Waddleton races ahead, gaining on Elizabeth Floofy Bottom.
Impossible!
You better believe it. I'm coming at you in Mach speed, Waddle.
Not on my watch, Elizabeth. Use floof smash.
Elizabeth runs alongside Waddleton and throws her hips into his side. He wobbles, barely holding his balance. Oh no. Counter with Badonkadonk Bonk. Show them the true power of a full dump truck. Waddlington throws his hips into Elizabeth, knocking her off balance, and she slides to the ground.
Ah, those buns are too strong.
As the corgis round the final leg of the finish line, one of the other corgis tumbles down, knocking the nearby corgis down as well. Pompadour! Oh no. Was that definitely not a corgi wearing a hat? Hat-wearing Pomeranian vanishes into the mass of corgis as they tumble over each other in a corgi pile-up. It's the corgi calamity. Watch out, Waddleton. Waddleton looks to you. Slobber flying in the breeze. He is a dog on a mission. A mission to do one thing. Waddle. Waddleton scampers into the chaos and disappears among the corgis. Waddlington. No! Dreadful seconds pass as the corgis scuffle around, when suddenly one lone warrior comes tumbling out of the pile, tongue flapping in the breeze, and his paw reaches over the finish line. Waddleton wins! Lord help us. You and the dog champions step up to the podium to applause of the crowd. Elizabeth barks in the distance, excitedly jumping up and down. I think you made a friend. Or romantic love interest. I hope you're happy. Incredible. This was such a fun race. Thanks for bringing me down.
You're welcome. Silver lining is at least one of us won.
Maxwell returns Elizabeth to the breeder as they round up all the corgis.
Come on, the rest of the festival awaits.
Goodbye, Waddleton. May your legend live on forever. Later that night, the final dance of the event arrives. We'll close tonight's festivities together as one court, where we'll demonstrate our grace through dance. I am totally ready to crush this dance. I don't know the steps to.
Just do what I do. It's not that hard.
The group dances are actually pretty simple. Even I was able to pick it up quickly. Following their guidance, you move your feet in time with the music in a thankfully simple dance choreography. 1, 2, 3, heck yeah, I'm doing it.
Good. Now, make your way to Liam. He'll, take care of the rest for you.
As you dance your way across the floor, you're intercepted by a woman with red hair. Am I in danger? Yes, she is the danger. To get to Liam, you have to get past me. Oh, what if I ask really nicely, person who I do not know? Olivia Navrakis, I've been watching you since you arrived. Of course you have. I didn't know I had a fan club. Or an enemy club, depending on your intentions. Well, I'm a simple man who wants a nice meal, comfy retirement, and to go home. Which could be before or after you've harmed Cordonia or Liam. Is that a problem here? Everything seems so fanciful and not murdery. Cordonia has enemies, and they've taken loved ones from us before. I won't let that happen again. Which leaves me with a simple problem. You. What should I do with you? You could kiss me. I will do no such thing. I'd rather kiss a rotten apple. Damn, I tried. I shot my shot. Better luck in another world. Look, it even says it. You could have murdered me instead. It hurt less. Last time you spoke to Liam with his friends. If you think you're alone this time, no, I'm watching you. Don't try anything. You part ways with Olivia, only to spin through another guest. If you harm him, I will kill you. Evil twin? Doubly noted. The second woman vanishes as you reach Liam. I see you met Olivia. I met both of them. Excuse me? I keep seeing the spirits of the past Cordonians. It's very strange. I don't know why you would see them. I see them because I exist in a space between worlds. This place is haunted. I must have hit my head really hard. I exist in a space between worlds. Maybe that gives me sight into other worlds beyond this one. Interesting idea. Hopefully that sight will help you find your way home. Still, otherworld or not, you're still my guest. I hope you enjoyed your time here. No, see, you had no hors d'oeuvres yet. We've had no appetizers, nothing to eat, nothing to drink. We are dying. I have. You've been very accommodating given the circumstances. I can tell this is a special place for many people. Many people have come through these halls, each with their own story, and each one shaped us in their own way. I wish I could reach out to everyone who has ever walked through here and say thank you for the time you spent with us. No matter how long ago it was, we'll always remember you, even if you're worlds away. Suddenly, Maxwell comes rushing into the ballroom.
It's happening! The apple's blooming!
Everyone rushes into the conservatory, where, in the center, the apple tree blooms with the Cordonian onyx. So, the Cordonian onyx finally joins us. You would think that our MC, which we don't get to even see, would join us, right? You know, since it's a special occasion, and Liam would have made sure she was here to see it, but, you know, I digress. You gaze upon the single apple, the black sheen of its skin glowing in the moonlight. Wow, it's like a regular apple, but with a different color. Huzzah! Definitely not cult-like. With the onyx's bloom, the time has come to reward the knight's guest of honor. I've taken note tonight of the one who most embodied the traits of Cordonian onyx: patience, boldness, and grace. And to my surprise, it was our guest from a faraway land, John. Yes, I did it. I grant John the Cordonian onyx. May you get home safely. Home sweet home, here I come. You take the apple, and I wonder if we take it with us. Nothing happens.
Did it work?
He's still here. Figures. There's not any magic. Maybe he has to eat it?
I know. What we need is the power of friendship.
How is that gonna help? Maybe we need Captain Planet.
Because the real magic is the friends we made along the way.
The group circles into a big group hug.
Can you feel it?
I can feel the urge to make out with everyone. Wouldn't it be wild if we all just started kissing? This is so me.
Right here?
Why not?
Wrong kind of circle.
Nice try, though. I respect a bold negotiator.
Ow, Maxwell! Something in your shirt stabbed me. Oh, must have been my chiseled abs.
Maxwell, did you steal a weapon from the armory again?
Who said anything about stealing?
The dagger falls out of his shirt. Busted.
Oh, so maybe I did take something, but I was going to cut the cake with it.
I'll let it slide this time, and since you brought it this far, we might as well use it.
I guess that means the friendship circle didn't work.
Back to the drawing board.
Here, John, since you're still with us, you should cut the cake as the guest of honor.
I'm gonna be here a bit longer, I might as well enjoy it. You take the knife. And there it is. We're gonna go to Immortal Desire with that music. In a flash of light, you're transported again as a school gymnasium comes into focus. That was the artifact all along. Suddenly a basketball comes flying at your head and you quickly duck to avoid it. Watch it, I'm teleporting here. No fans on the court! You look around and find yourself standing at half court during the middle of a high school basketball game. High school? Great. Better not have to take a test to get out of here. An angry woman marches from the sidelines and heads straight for you. I called it. Oh, no, look at me. Aren't I? Listen, I'm the new Nostradamus. If you need any predictions made, ask me for the low cost of $4.99 a minute. I don't know who you are or what you are, but you're coming with me. I mean, I'm flattered that you want me to come with you. But anyway, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember that if you did enjoy, to like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed my humor, and I made you laugh. And you reached the end of the video too, which would be an extra bonus for both of us. Slow and steady is the way. Anyway, I'm having fun with it. Why not? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, Pixelberry, if you're listening, it would be kind of nice if we actually popped through all of the books. So I was like, hey, maybe we could pop into the zombie one. Wouldn't that be fun? You know, just to run into people, right? And then we could pop into Bloodbound, Nightbound, Freshman, which we could actually catch up with all of them as they're, like, meeting up after, you know, because everyone graduated from college, right? And we could meet up with them. And they're, like, having a reunion party or something, like, a year or two after the events of you know, all of that. And, I know I could come up with ideas for days. I used to write a lot. I don't get much time to do that anymore. Really, I don't. The last thing I take that back. I wrote and worked on my project recently, which you guys don't know anything about, but it's done per se, but I just gotta actually do it now. Like, everything's wrote for it. So, you know, it's just something that it's been, like I said, it's been a very long time since I've actually sat down and wrote. You know, I used to write quite often, and people thought I was gonna go far, and I really didn't. Like, seriously, like, if you give me, like, just an idea, synopsis, just quick, and just here's a sentence, I can work with it. I've always been really gifted with that stuff, like making things up in terms of stories and writing things, and I never had any problem in literacy and literature class and things like that. I never, you know, most people dreaded that shit. Like, hey, I want 2 pages and I want it on this book and I want a book report and all that. And I went home and I did it. And then people would want you to make up stories and I did it. I had no issues. Um, and I actually was introduced to a few, you know, writers and whatnot through my literature, or well, not professor, but teacher, who later became a professor. But anyway, and they were like, "Hey, we look forward to, you know, good things from you," and ha 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 ha. And then video games became a thing. I wanted to actually make video games, but life just has turned me topsy-turvy, and I've done so many other things. But without further ado, I will say that it was a nice little nod from, you know, because we haven't done Royal book in quite some time, right? Especially one that was good. And so it was a nice little, you know, tidbit of people who, you know, even if you're worlds apart, right, we miss you and whatnot, and it's true. Like, think of it this way. When you think back to when Choices came back or first came out, like a lot of you probably reading right now have not been around since then, right? A lot of you are newcomers, it seems. Yeah, there's a few handful of people who are still around from back in the day, but long story short is think about what's happened in the last 7+ years. Like, we've had quite a few people die because of 19, and then, like, people die because of health problems and age and other circumstances and accidents and things like that. I myself have lost quite a few friends in the last 7 years. Pretty much I'm a lone wolf at this point. So even lost a few of my really close friends, or at least people that I gamed with for pretty much over a decade. So yeah, no, it's as you get older, you actually get more lonely. Just keep that in mind. That's why it's nice to find a group of people, right? And that's one of the reasons why I built this channel. I built this community. so we could be there for one another, so we could have people along the way, and just be there for one another, support one another. Like I can honestly say, as a content creator, I don't look at this platform or this channel like other creators. Other creators just want your likes, your engagement, and all this other stuff. And if you've noticed, I do what a lot of creators don't do. As I'm doing a video, I try and make you laugh. I try, and it's genuine from me. I'm being myself. This isn't a facade, a mask, or whatnot. I'm trying to be myself, and I'm trying to make you laugh. I'm trying to share things with you, little breadcrumbs about myself here or there, like what we're talking about now, and just, I value each and every single one of you that come to this channel, and I wish just more people knew that, because there's so many creators out there who have millions of subscribers who literally say, I don't read the comments at all. You've got actors who say they don't even watch their own films, like they don't give a shit, they just care about the paycheck. I'm not here for that. It'd be nice to pay the bills, sure, but I'm not here for that. I'm actually here to make friends, meet people, like have experiences with all of you in the whole 9 yards. And that's who I am. And I read every single one of your comments. Seriously. So if you ever think that, hey, Locum's gonna be another one of those creators who just doesn't read my shit, no. No. And my DMs are always open for you guys to come talk to, and the whole 9 yards, right? I even try and game with some of you. That's one of the reasons why I stream, is to share the experience, and you be there with me, and we get to do it together. So yeah. Anyway, again, you guys are more to me than you realize, and I hope you understand that. Really and truly, hopefully you do. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Catch y'all later. Peace out.